Hello and welcome to another update video on Link. So with the Link chart, we have a problem because we have basically two charts to look at, or two different scenarios. You remember that we identified on the 10th of October on the Binance chart a low here at around $8.30. On the Coinbase chart, the price never formed that lower low, and the price actually held nicely up here. Since then, the price has, however, come down a lot, and we still cannot ignore the Binance scenario. So it remains possible that a meaningful low indeed formed at $8.30 on the 10th of October, whereas on the Coinbase chart, we can still use the swing low from June as main swing low. We just have to consider them both. Now, I have to say, with the sharp decline we've seen now, all the way down to the 88.7 retracement at $12.08, and we're even slightly below that, I think it becomes more probable that we're going to revisit the lower support region between $10.72 and $6.90. This lower support zone, however, has been a so-called bull market support area, which could be tested again. It is very probable at this point, because in the last few days, weeks, if you watched the videos, if you saw our reports on Discord, in our member area, I have not really looked up. I have only looked down, because all the structural indicators pointed towards further downside. Yeah, I mean, with that, I mean the Elliott Wave structures that we are tracking. The trend remains down for Link, and we track the smaller time frame, and we look for trend line breaks. We look for indications that the market is giving us a 5-wave move up, but that hasn't happened. So the pressure remains downward, and there is no way I could confirm at this point a low of sorts. So we still look lower, okay? And the risk is clearly that the market reaches this area between 1070 to 690 again. Maybe we will slightly even break below those previous lows. So the area around 890 is a key area that would even be slightly above the Binance low that formed at around 830 on the 10th of October. Yeah. So please be aware that we are likely going to revisit that lower support area. But of course, if we start to see breaks above certain levels, then we will consider that a meaningful low has formed already. If we go to the Link 1 hour time frame, then you see what I mean, because I can still, the wave count to the downside is now complete. It was already complete here on the 19th, on Wednesday. I think this was the first time that really the micro pattern got completed. Now we have another extension to the downside. Not necessarily unusual, because I said to you over the last few days, we need a break above resistances to even consider a low is in. At the moment, it's just textbook going with the trend, lower lows, lower highs. And so until we actually break above the last high, which formed here around $13.98, there is absolutely zero evidence that a low has formed. Absolutely no evidence at all. Yeah, a break above would open the door to a break above the trend line as well, a break above the yellow trend line, and then we can really start to look higher. Most recently, the price got rejected in our red resistance area. Basically, that was a good confirmation that we want to go lower. In short-term bearish markets, the support levels break. In bullish markets, the resistances break. It's very basic, but as long as resistance levels are holding, the trend remains down. So I continue to focus on lower prices. Next support level should be clear. Hope you enjoyed the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then make sure you also check out our X channel for additional updates. I'll leave a link in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.